Well, welcome.
Here we
We have Emma Elvaston of, I hope I said that right, of Attractive Chaos. Welcome to ProgressiveRockCentral.com. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to discuss your latest album, The Fire Between Us. Fantastic album. I really enjoyed it. It was released April 12th. We'll talk a little bit about the release party they had with another one of my favorite bands. And this band has just been fantastic. I mean, they have just launched, and she just talked to me a minute ago, said they're already working on new music. So, man, I'm telling you, yeah, if you haven't been out there at their concerts, get out there because they are fantastic live. I haven't seen them, but I've seen videos and things like that. And yeah, welcome. Do you want to say anything or before?
That's a fantastic introduction. Thank you so much, Mark. Yes, we've been on the road. We've been able to promote this first EP and first the tour, then the official release. And so far, we are really happy for with the feedbacks we've received. So, and thank you again for inviting me on this interview. Thank you.
All right. Please describe how the band began, emerged, and evolved. You've got some fantastic people working with you, and then some other fantastic people behind the scenes. I think Michael from Visions of Atlantis. But anyway, tell us a little bit about how all this came about, because it's great to get all of you together.
Yeah, it's not so easy. The story is not so easy, but it started with the fact I have another band. I have another band called Beneath My Sins in France with the guitarist of Attractive Chaos, Clément Botz, and he's one of the founder also of Beneath My Sins. What happened with Beneath My Sins is that we started to go from symphonic metal to folk acoustic metal.
Oh, wow.
Because because it was during the COVID and the quarantine period and as it was Clément started, we started to work on acoustic songs, and Clément, who was initially obviously the guitarist also of Beneath My Sins, started to work on traditional instruments like whistles, and even took lessons of whistle with Matteo Sisti from Elvaston. So what happens is that now Beneath My Sins truly evolved with a folk acoustic band, and Clément is playing live whistle or piano, but as totally left the guitars.
Wow.
What I wanted to do.
I've got to pick some of that up. I haven't heard that yet. I've got to listen.
And so we released with Beneath My Sins an acoustic album, and that's it. We were happy with the result, and people were also happy. So we were like a bit but happily stuck in this acoustic direction we took with Beneath My Sins. So what happens is that I was thinking that's a pity that Clément cannot express himself in metal and in playing guitar anymore. So I think that would be great to have something aside, another project aside, involving him as a guitar player and composer of metal stuff again. And in the meanwhile, I met Pietro Paolo Luneso, which is the guitarist of Even Flow and Wonders, yeah, but also the composer of these two bands. So I was thinking, why can't we merge the creativity of these two guys? Because they have absolutely they are coming from two different universes. So let's say that Clément is more into folk, into electro metal, even death metal, and Pietro Paolo is more in hard rock, power metal and progressive metal, which seems that they can't combine together. They can't, but I was thinking, no, I guess we can do something us three and merge all their influences and even mine, and to build something together. That's how begins Attractive Chaos. It's a long story, but let's say let's merge creativity of these two guitarists and composers that I really like. I really.
You were the person that brought them together. That's excellent. All right, you described the fire between us as the intricacies of how love can consume us and how we consume us, and how we lose our sense of reality and our dreams are transformed by the dances of the heart. Talk a little bit about the title and why you decided on that subject matter, because it's wonderful. The theme flows throughout the. I really consider it an album. I know you guys consider it an EP, but there's enough here to make an album, I think. But go ahead. Sorry.
No, the fire between us. Because all the songs are dealing with relationships, but not only love relationship, not only positive or negative. There is also the first song, Before You Hit the Ground, is about a friendship between a man and a woman, and what is the place one can take in the life of the other without seem possessive, without appearing like jealous, possessive, and what is the right place we have to be when you share a close relationship with somebody else, somebody of the opposite sex. That's it. And then there is like still here. It's truly about love, what love can brings to you, whatever happens, and the other is about the end of other song about the end of a relationship, like One and Lost, and that's now I can't the storm, the attraction between people. So that's why I thought about the fire between us, because the fire can be a fire of passion, a positive fire, of attraction, and the fire can be also when people go against each other.
Break up, no, it can be very difficult. Yeah,
absolutely. So that's I thought this title would really cover all the relationship aspects I wanted to speak about in this album.
No, you did very well. You covered all aspects of that relationship and how men and women get together, and the good and the bad, the ways we work through problems and hopefully come to reach an understanding, because we are two different types of individual animals, if you want to. I hate to use that word, but we think differently, and when we can come together and come with the same goal in mind, that's when it really works.
Absolutely.
Well, tell us about some of your influences. Who are some of your favorite bands?
For the next plans?
No. Who are your favorite bands?
Bands.
Who do you like? Who do you listen to?
In the past, I was listening to a lot of Nightwish, Within Temptation, Epica, I have to say, like 10 years ago until 2016. And then I don't know, I stopped a bit, I have to say, listening to metal. I can't explain really why. I'm more like into mainstream stuff, but I think there is a lot to learn about what is going on the radio and what is working, not like inspiring but some, why does it work, why do we like it, and what can we take from what ideas can we take from mainstream bands or singers to make something to make something work. So right now, as bands, I would say Elvaston is still something that I really enjoy, especially live. It can bring fantastic atmosphere live. It's even better live, according to me. And listening, I like this to listen to Lacuna Coil.
Who?
Lacuna Coil. Maybe
Not
it's
sure.
the Italian band with Cristina Scabbia.
Luna.
Maybe
Yes,
I
now I know.
don't pronounce.
Coil, Luna.
Lacuna
Yeah.
Coil? I don't know how to say it properly, maybe.
Yeah, no, you said it. Definitely. No, they're good.
I love the sound. Yeah, I love the sound. Very heavy. The contrast between voices is spectacular, yes.
Yeah. You actually, in the pictures and things from the album, you might even bring in jazz. I know that's way off base, but something to think about. You kind of have that jazz look to the band, and I know you're not playing jazz or anything like that.
No, I
Anyway.
had no idea how it went. It's the song Won and Lost, because I think you're speaking about this one because we released a video. Has been composed. The first version was released like 4 years ago. So wow. It was written by Clément. This one is written by Clément. I don't know what happens. I have to say, it took a long time to maturate. I don't know how to say, to grow. Sure. And it had a good potential. Then we left it for 3 years, and then when Clément brought it back, I don't know, I had this vocal lines going on, this intuition on it, and I don't know, it's all about the intuition. And first the vocal lines, then we say, yeah, let's put a little piano that would really fit. And I don't know, it's very in spontaneous.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
yes.
you guys have already been out there on the road. You've been road tested. You just completed an extensive tour with Phantom Elite and Temperance, and the tour ran throughout Europe through March, the middle of March, and then through most of April here. And then you followed up with a release party with Silent Pyre on the 14th. And so, first of all, let's talk about the highlights of the shows with Phantom Elite and Temperance. What was it like meeting all those fantastic bands and hitting the stage with them?
For us, I think I can speak about all the guys in the band. We are 4 members, and there are 3 people that are not professional. Clément is not professional. Pietro Paolo is not professional, and I am not. So being such a new band, because it's we are very new, even less than 1 year. The first song was released in September. Having with this opportunity was something fantastic, and we're very grateful towards, I don't know to say, Temperance for, yes, let us join the lineup, because really, what can you expect from a new band? It's not so sure, but definitely it went very well. Obviously, touring like in tour bus was something we've never done before. Totally new. You have to, your body needs to adapt. You're
talking about the tour bus and that part of it, yeah.
Yeah, that's something sleeping when it dries, you feel the engine, everything. You go to bed very, very late. Also, you have to adapt the new rhythm of life. And you have to, as a performer, you have to perform like every show is your first show and that you feel perfectly well.
Yeah.
Then, obviously, during the tour, everybody got sick.
Oh,
So when one person is sick, then everybody's sick. That's the point. And you have to deal. You have to, as much as possible, to deal with it and to ignore it, almost like to ignore it, and do like if everything was normal, was going on very well. And
now, when you talk about illness, you're talking about colds, or hopefully not.
yes, yeah, yes,
But hopefully not
cold, absolutely.
flu or anything like that.
So I didn't understand.
Hopefully not like flu or COVID or anything like that.
No.
Yeah.
We got cold. Is this for singers, for example? Yeah, some
Well, yeah, your
singers
voice.
went. It was not. We're not very okay. But anyway, I have to say it. We were happy with the fact that even Clément was very, very sick one night, but we maintained all the show. I performed all the show, maybe somewhere better than others. That's always the case. And I have to say that for a new band and a new lifestyle, we did it. We did it.
You adapted to it. Good.
We adapted and we did it, and we are like very proud of ourselves. I have to say, I don't say obviously everything was perfect, but
Sure.
for something new, I'm very proud of the boys. We really managed to team up and to go on whatever the condition.
How was it working with Phantom Elite? They're one of my favorite bands.
No, they were very, very nice. They did every show, amazing show. I've learned a lot about Marina as a singer, as a person, also, but mainly as a singer. I watching her, taking some advice. I have to say, for me, it's important because you can learn not only from Taria or Nightwish. You can learn from band a bit more on the ground, but that has a lot of abilities, capacities, and creativity and talent. So you have something to learn from everybody and every band all around. So for me, it was also a good experience as a singer, and it gave me tips to go on and to improve also myself. But definitely they were.
And they were debuting sort of a new sound, because their new album sounds completely different than the last one. So she's had years and years of experience, on the stage. For them, it must have been new too, as far as introducing the newer material.
As I understood it, they were symphonic before. The first album is more like symphonic, and this one I'm not so good with giving names on metal, but
it's hard to pigeonhole it into any genre. It's metal, but it's I see a little bit of punk or a little bit of
but the idea they show build very, very well. Some effect. They have some masks on stage. Marina is a good performer. They have their style. I have to say, they found their style really. I think they will go. They will grow a lot, and they deserve it.
Yep. And then Temperance has been around for a long time. They're new to me, but they have a lot of experience in many albums, and you probably learned a lot from them as well.
Absolutely, yes. Christine, the new singer, I think she's the new. I don't know it's official. I mean, she's coming from New York, now living in Sweden, if I am correct.
Oh wow.
And if I'm correct, yes. And she for me, but then it's only me thinking. She really made me think about Flo Jensen.
Oh, okay.
She has this technique uh, without missing nothing, a perfect technique that she can go from classical voice, rock voice, very high, very, very low. She's she's really incredible. So yeah, from her I've learned a lot. Then the melodies. Temperance is a band that has chorus you can repeat in your head. They reach your head, your mind, and you want to sing, and you have them for forever. You listen to a song one time, you have it forever in your head. It's they're super efficient, and the show is very tight, and you see that they really enjoy what they're doing. They're really happy to be on stage.
Yeah, no, they look like they are. Yeah. And then you did the release party with Silent Fire. They're French also. Did you guys know them beforehand or?
Before Alice Empire, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
You knew them? Oh, you've worked together or?
Yeah, that's been a while now that I know them, and I have to say that the singer Omblin, Oxy, she's one of my best friend. I speak to her like every day. Yes, yeah, absolutely. No, she's a great friend. As Empire, I've been following them for long, and especially because our drummer is the drummer of Azul Empire. I have to say.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we've recorded the drum at the studio of the bassist of Azul Empire.
Oh, okay.
So we are really linked to this band. We really share also our experiences because they've been there for very long, and even before the creation of Attractive Chaos, when with Beneath My Sins, we've met, we've been following each other, we've been going to each other's shows. So we know them very, very, very well. They're really friends of us. So it was like a pleasure to do the release party with them. It really was a pleasure.
Tell them. I've been trying to talk to her to see if she'd do an interview. So just let them know I'd like to interview with them. Love their album. I reviewed their album. It's very good. The new one.
Yeah, really, I think so.
All right. You also have a full schedule of shows coming up through the summer. It looks like all the way through September, and you just announced in September you're going to be at the Belgium Brie Metal Babes Outdoor Female Fronted Fest, along with some very well-known bands. So people must be connecting with your music, and they must love what you're doing. It sounds like. How were the shows? How was it? You know, when you got on stage, did people know some of the words, that kind of thing? That usually makes an artist feel real good when they hear somebody singing back to them what they've produced.
Sorry, can you? I don't.
And were the audiences singing back some of the lyrics?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. No, it was very funny. It was funny because from the first show to the last show of the tour, we see the number of people singing with us because we have our song, which is called "Come to Me."
Yes.
And we try. Yeah, thank you. And we try to make people sing every night.
Good.
Every night. So at the beginning, you ask the first question: who's ever heard about Attractive Chaos before tonight? So the first to show one people, two person, okay. And then who's ever heard about "Come to Me," the song? Okay. And then because there are in the metal scene, you have some fans that you can see at almost every show. Almost, I mean, at least I am thinking about some people we've seen like 5 times all along the tour.
Wow.
So yeah,
loyal.
yeah, absolutely.
Very loyal.
That's fantastic. Yeah, yes. So that's the thing is, and they were singing. Then the people start to come to me. They go and check it maybe on YouTube. I don't know. And they come back to the show, and they sing. So if you from the first show to the number of people singing was always increasing all along the tour. That was very, very cool. And talking about Metal Babes, indeed, yes, we met the owner of the venue Ragnarok in Brie. We met him during the tour with Temperance and Pontomelit, and we had a nice connection. He really enjoyed the show. So I asked him, sorry, maybe on your festival, Metal Babes, maybe you may be looking for another band. Be sure we would be available. So things went on like this. He said, yeah, let me check. I think we are missing 1 or 2 bands, and send me an email and I will contact you back. And he contacted us back. Yeah, very. That's how it works, I guess. Yeah. It's like a big reward for us. Yeah.
Really. That'll be a good show. Yeah.
In fact, the first it's strange, but the first show were more difficult, and then you take like a rhythm, a routine, and it's like the last week was really going on better. Even the live, with the band, the connection you have with the your other mates on stage is different, and it seems like you are really ready, like at the last show, and you should go on. When it's finished is the moment you are at the best, if I can say.
Did you, when you're talking about that collaboration, did you join Marina on stage? Did she, or do people do that kind of thing, or no? Do you work together in that way, or no?
We didn't. Maybe we didn't. Yes, with Marina, no. With Phantomelit, no. Temperance, just the last show. On the last show, the tradition, if I understood good, is to put a bit of mess during the set of the other bands, just to celebrate. Let's say that. But the Storm, the song, maybe you have heard it with Mario del Rio Escobedo. He is also a member of Alia Tempora from Czech Republic, and we had the pleasure really to share the stage 3 times with them during the tour, Alia Tempora. And he joined the stage to sing this duet with me 3 times, and that was very cool. It's cool when you can really, coming from Mexico, because it's coming from Mexico, finding each other in Czech Republic, it sounds crazy, but it was a very, very nice moment. It was a pleasure to have him live.
And I think what you're talking about is that you recorded this thing. Maybe he recorded it from Mexico. You recorded it from France. Somebody spliced that together, so you never met, and now here you are able to finally do it together live, with that person.
Absolutely, yes. And he was already a friend of mine. We met. The story is crazy, but so the 1 month before the quarantine, the first wave, let's say that, I organized a show in Paris for his Mexican band and Alia Tempora. So we met like in 2020, and we really had immediate good connection together. So we continued. We keep on going, exchanging some message, sharing music. I am a guest also on one of his other projects, a vocal guest. So really, absolutely, we really had we are really keeping the contact as much as possible. So finding ourselves together at the same place like 3 years later, it's really a pleasure. It's fun. It's great.
That is great. One other comparison that I noticed, for instance, in the first song on the album, Before You Hit the Ground, it sounds like Dream Theater. Have you ever heard of the band Dream Theater? It has
Yes.
kind of that musical feel to it. Do you guys, I think maybe the guys like it maybe more than you, but do you like Dream Theater? Or?
So if I have to be, I have to ask to Clément, because Clément is the composer of this song. As far as I know, is not especially a fan of Dream Theater.
Oh, okay.
The big fan of Dream Theater is more Pietro Paolo.
Okay.
Much more than Clément. So once again, I don't know what he had in mind. And even this song was written like, again, 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
It needed, this one also needed time to be to maturate, this one also.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Come to Me. All the videos you did. Speaking of that, are you going to be doing some more videos? Because the music videos are fantastic.
That next week in Sardinia we have this big festival, Boza in Rock. We will perform on a river crossing the city.
Oh wow!
The city should be full. It's a long weekend also in Sardinia, so a lot of people walking down the street, making just having a walk, listening to music. It's the first edition, Boza in Rock. 3 days and 30 band in total. So we are expecting like more or less 10,000 people, if I'm correct. That's what we're expecting. Yes.
And the weather's getting better. The weather's getting better over there.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, yeah, it's like 25 degree already. So no, it's quite warm. Yes, and they were beautiful. It's been a week that we have a fantastic sun here. So,
good.
And yeah, so this is a huge event for us, even for me personally, that I've never played on such a stage, never in front of so many people. I have no idea how it will be organized, how it will go on. Hopefully, yes. But I mean, it's so much a beautiful event that we chose to record it, a camera, a drone. I don't know if we can say. We really want to get the best of this event, the lights, the atmosphere. So we will record a lot of video, I think, there. Yes.
And which song? First. Which song?
From new songs. That will be obviously okay. New songs. Yeah.
Good.
Maybe let's see that. Yeah, absolutely.
The artwork on the album is fantastic as well. For The Fire Between Us by Michael Briot. What inspired him to do that?
I have to say the truth about this artwork. It's I don't really know what he had in his head, because how can I say, I chose it. It was already done before. I didn't ask for nothing. I found this one on his website. He's selling also his artwork. That's fine, already done. And for me, this one was just fitting perfectly. Yes. Sometimes you ask to people to professional to do something, but it's difficult to forward or to be clear on what you really want. That people are not in your mind, so you can ask for something, but maybe you will be disappointed because it's not what you have in mind. When you have something existing that perfectly fits what you are looking for, I mean, then I say I want this one.
Yep, you got to stay with it. Yep. Will there be any solo projects evolving from Attractive Chaos or you're happy to be a band, and I mean, you have enough talent. You've done a few solo things, but are you planning to maybe start something solo as well, or you're busy enough with this you don't want to do that?
No, I can't, because I am not the composer, I have to say. I am okay. I love like writing vocal lines, finding harmonies, giving my idea on song, sharing some